Good morning, passport holders. Today, December 29th, 2017, day 11:55 of the vlogs. It is currently 8:05 a.m. and we are getting things started here. I've been up for about an hour at this point, slept for 7 hours in full, used a new tool, actually one that was delivered about a month ago here at the apartment, and I just never opened the package. And so what they're sleep headphones, a little headband with two very small integrated speakers into them, and honestly, I was super impressed by them. Normally, what I would do is I would put on my laptop and turn on a football game in order to fall asleep, or a baseball game, depending upon the time of the year, just to stop my brain, because it is so overactive and overstimulated in some respects that once I stop and I go lay down, it'll just fire for all night long. So I have to provide some level of distraction in order for me to relax enough to be able to go to sleep. And so traditionally I've been using sports as a way to do that, and I've been doing that since probably high school. Unless there was other stuff going on where I was either taking a sleeping pill or, even if I was really, really drunk, I'd still need that level of distraction in the room so that I could go to sleep quickly. In less than 20 minutes is always the target. And with this tool, I decided to try something a little bit different and decided to find a sleep ambient, kind of chill music playlist on Spotify, and was out in less than 10 minutes. Now, part of that may have been short sleep yesterday. Part of that may have just been the way that yesterday was, where I had done so many things on my to-do list that I just felt like it was a complete day and decided to call it. But it is what it is. Fell asleep quickly, woke up feeling great, and today I feel good despite the fact that I didn't even take a shower yet. And that is because I wanted to do my run this morning. It was 44 degrees outside. Not going to go running in that, especially with just kind of the way that my body does not do well in cold. So changing up the schedule, rearranging things. And so what I'll do is I'll do the major work session that is not captioning work now. And then I've got my call with the head of a video production agency at 11, after which point I will go and do a grocery run, and then I will do my physical run, and then hopefully I'll be able to sneak in a shower, and then the start of the ASU football game at 1 o'clock. So that's the target for everything. After the football game, obviously I'll still have Clintus's captions to do if I don't get those done at halftime or in the hour preceding between noon and 1. And so we'll see kind of how all this plays together today. It should be a great day. I should be able to clear a lot of things off of the schedule. I should be able to get a lot of work done. But I should also be able to fit in this ASU Bowl game. So hopefully the Sun Devils put up a W, and hopefully you are having a great day. So let's get today started. All right, so approaching 11 o'clock now, and actually my 11 a.m. phone call mistakenly got moved back to 10 a.m. I was totally okay with that. I just wasn't fully prepared for it, in the fact that my phone was still on Do Not Disturb. That's a thing that I do when I want to really work. That stated, I was able to use the new tech in order to produce two versions for the call that we just had, and a version for my buddy's company, just because I wanted to test it out on somebody else's content. And so sure enough, I was able to get that done. Top to bottom, a 2-minute video, including all exports and uploads and everything, within about 21 minutes, which is an incredible situation to be able to say, okay, hey, I've got the caption, I got to do the captioning. Once I got the captions, I can do these burn-ins, I can do this, I can style this way. And that even included time for me to go and search for their specific font file versus one that I already had. So it's an interesting process. It's really cool when the tool works the way that it's supposed to. But that said, with that now out of the way, it actually frees me up to rearrange the day a little bit, because I was going to try and sneak this, that, and the other in at certain times, and it was going to be real tight after the phone call. But since it's already done and it's still shy of 11 a.m., I'm going to go get my run in now and do that half-hour run around here. And then I'll be able to take a shower, get dressed, go and do a grocery run, come back here, and maybe catch Clintus's captions right around the time that they're out, or within, we'll call it 10 or 15 minutes of them being out, and give me 45 minutes to work on them before the ASU game starts. And at that point, I'm going to sit down, eat lunch, probably edit the vlog in between quarters and halves and things like that of the game, and then yeah, just have a great rest of the day. So like a win and a great conversation, potential new situation where we can work together depending upon his client workload in the new year, and I'm pumped about it, man. Like I love these little opportunities, and if I can get enough of them, good things will happen. So just past noon, did the same 2.15 mile loop that I did last time. This time I actually stopped my splits though on one of the 3 apps that was monitoring me in order to see what my actual run mile time is. I know that I can't keep it continuous, but it was about 9:20 in just the run portions of the interval cycles. Obviously, I took a shower, got ready again for the day, and I'm getting ready to go out because I got to do a grocery run, beer run, food run for lunch because I have a mad craving for a spicy Italian from Subway, and there just so happens to be a Subway right around the corner from the fries. Posted up the new coding piece, or the results of the new coding piece, and a couple of videos into the Vid Pros group, the Chris Sharp's group, in order to see if anybody else wants me to test on their stuff, because I would love to test it on another, I don't know, half dozen or so, just to see what it all looks like. And once I get all that done, then that makes me pretty happy to be able to go to market with it and show people what I've got going on. So those are the types of pieces that are in process, and I'm super pumped about them. And yeah, Clinch's video just went live, and so I grabbed that. I'm going to do the captioning on that by hand myself, probably after the football game, since I probably won't have enough time to eat and handle a bunch of other stuff between here and 1 a.m., which is only about 50 minutes from now. So let's get out of here. Let's go get some food. All right, guys, so Arizona State didn't show up for the first half. Super upsetting. Did put on my ball cap to try and break the weirdness in the second. And they played a lot better in the second half. Still not good enough to make up the difference, and still some weird plays, some interceptions and things that just didn't make a lot of sense. Play calls that didn't make sense. An onside kick that didn't make sense in the second half. The one in the first half I actually was a backer of. But is what it is. It looks like it's very likely that Arizona State and Arizona's National Football League team are both going to end the season with 7 wins. And so, yeah, it's kind of been one of those years. That stated, since it's been over, I have been working on Clintus's captions, which are, I got 3 minutes left, and I hit a point where I had been walking on the treadmill desk for an hour, and I was like, all right, I'm time to go sit down. And it's really interesting in the fact that Corey and Kristen are doing a road trip out west from Live Each Day, formerly Dude Like Hella, which is one of the YouTube channels that I've been watching for, gosh, at this point, probably 9 years. I found Corey way back in the day, and his 90-day Gold's Gym Challenge, which I believe was 2009, 2010, was a huge inspiration to me about getting back into fitness and taking better care of myself and vlogging. So that was I believe around the time that I was, it's either 2008, it had to have been 2008, because it was that situation that summer that then resulted in me writing my master's thesis in 2008, 2009 on YouTube. And so, yeah, it's really interesting to see him and his family doing one last road trip before second baby comes around. And it's certainly, between them, Keep Your Daydream, Less Junk, More Journey, Long Honeymoon, all of these channels, it's one of these things where it's just I get my little fix of being back out on the road, and I miss it so much. And I know that, 12 days from now, 13 days from now, maybe, long story as to why it's moving, I'm going to be back out on the road. And I, could not be more excited about it, guys. Kind of one of those things where I'm excited about it. That stated, tomorrow I am going with Ben, Kami, and Megan to the restaurant that Chris works at. And we're just going to catch up and hang out, and just kind of one of these few times where the 3 of us are going to be back together here in Phoenix. It's going to be a while until the next time that happens, unless Ben comes back to help Kami move, which is a real possibility. But we'll see. That could be 6 months from now. Sorry guys, it is the next morning, obviously, and I did not end yesterday's vlog because I was ending up just catching up on a stream. Called a friend whose birthday it was, and caught up with her, and then just got super tired and decided to go to bed. So that's what I did. It was awesome. But I will say thank you so much for your time, your attention. As always, I appreciate them so much. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go do cool stuff. Bye for now.